So this is a general prophecy for the whole world. Everyone should take caution. I see strange fire incidents occurring in so many nations. Strange fire incidents occurring in so many nations.
For more on this, NHK World's Murata Diho is in Otsuchi for us. Diho, what are you seeing?
I'm standing on the hilltop overlooking Otsuchi outside one of the evacuation centers. You can see the town behind me. The fire is burning in the hill on the other side of the valley. Strong winds are blowing smoke across the valley in this direction. I can see and feel that there's an intense smell of burning. There's been a steady stream of helicopters flying overhead all day, carrying water to dump on the fire. And while I was reporting here, I heard people saying that another house had been caught fire. Some people told me they could even smell the smoke in the neighboring city of Kamaishi. There are currently 4 evacuation centers open in the town, but one of them had to be relocated to another site as the fire drew dangerously close.
It would be best if it rained. There are a lot of places that even the helicopters can't reach.
An earthquake struck the same area on Monday, triggering a tsunami warning, and there's still an advisory in place for a possible earthquake. The evacuation center on this hilltop is already close to full capacity. I was able to talk to one of the residents who came to check on the situation. She was worried about whether she would be able to evacuate if another tsunami were to occur. Otsuchi town also suffered devastating damage from the tsunami during the Great East Japan earthquake 15 years ago. Many people lost their lives or lost their houses. After Monday's tsunami warning and now this wildfire, residents here are feeling a lot of fatigue and anxiety.
Quality in Metro Manila remains polluted as the Navotas landfill. The air quality in Metro Manila remains polluted as the Navotas landfill fire continues to deteriorate the air quality. This was disclosed by Philippine Space Agency or PhilSA. According to PhilSA, its daily satellite monitoring this morning showed that Metro Manila and surrounding areas were still experiencing elevated levels of air pollution. The satellite images show concentrations of nitrogen dioxide. The darker red hues represent higher levels of pollution. The agency, however, clarified that its observations are limited to this morning's monitoring, as nitrogen dioxide levels generally decrease throughout the day.
We're learning more about efforts to contain wildfires in Georgia. Just a bit ago, we heard from Governor Brian Kemp, who is in South Georgia right now assessing the damage. He says the Highway 82 fire in Brantley County and the Pineland Road fire in Clinch County are the most dangerous fires in the country, number 1 and number 2, as we look across the United States. Governor Kemp saw the damage earlier, says between the 2 fires, they've now burned more than 38,000 acres. The Brantley County fire has burned 7,500 acres, is just 15% contained right now. They believe it was started by a metallic balloon, a mylar balloon that floated onto a power line. The Pineland Road fire has now burned 31,000 acres. They believe the cause of this fire was somebody welding on their property. Between these 2 fires, more than 120 homes have now been destroyed. About 1,000 homes as we speak are still threatened by the moving fire. The governor met with first responders, talked to their tireless efforts to prevent the fires from spreading further.
They are focused on getting this fire put out. I know they're tired, but they're not going to say that. But you can just see when you look at them, look at their uniforms and fire suits that they got on, you know they've been doing this for days and very little sleep, and it's an incredible testament to those hardworking state employees and the Forestry Commission.
All of them flat.
And they're working in these brutal conditions. Fortunately, nobody's been hurt and no one has died in these fires.
We begin here at 8 with some breaking news that's happening in Queens. A fire is now burning in Astoria. It involves 2 structures right now. Dan Rice is live over the scene in Chopper 2. Dan, what can you tell us?
Christine, this is an intense 4-alarm fire that started at around 6:45 this evening. You can see the church here, the Reformed Church of Astoria on 12th Street between Astoria Boulevard and 27th Avenue. That is where the fire is focused. From what the FDNY is telling our newsroom, the fire appears to have started in a residence, which appears to be this building attached to the church. It quickly spread over to the church structure itself. Just a few minutes ago, we saw intense flames coming out of the roof structure of the church. So you can still see quite a bit of fire inside where the roof has collapsed at the center of the church. Now, at this point, there is no word on any injuries involved with this fire, and so far, no word on what caused the fire. But what you can see is a massive operation down here. Look towards the bottom of your picture there, and you can see members of the FDNY on the building next door trying to assess the situation. We've seen a drone flying around the area to help firefighters try to attack this, but you can see they have their hands full here